If you're a political junkie like myself, you absolutely love it when they have these long, they call them vote-a-thons, where there's some massive bill that is being considered, but there's a whole bunch of procedural shit that has to get gone through first. And there are amendments that are debated on the House floor, and in some cases you'll have people stand up and say what they want to take out of a bill or put into a bill, mainly take out of a bill. And then the party that wrote the bill gets to say yay or nay audibly. It really gives you an opportunity to see what both sides stand for. In this video I'm about ready to show you, you're going to see just some of the things that the Democrats stand for, as they're the ones standing up there proposing it, and you're going to hear that the Democrat or the Republicans are against these things.
Already tell that this narrative is about how we're all about the wealthy.
We can save health care for millions of Americans if we strip out tax giveaways for individuals making more than $10 million. Yes or no?
No.
Those appear to have it. Those do have it.
We can help parents be able to take their kids to the doctor. We can keep seniors in their nursing homes. If we strip out tax giveaways for individuals making more than $100 million a year.
Nay. Those appear to have it.
People are going to die when 17 million people lose their health care. And for what? To give an average $250,000 tax cut to the wealthiest families. This amendment would just say no tax cuts for people making over $500 million.
All opposed, no. Then those appear to have it.
So my amendment is really simple. People making $1 billion.
All opposed, no. Then those appear to have it. Then those do have it. Motion's not agreed to.
Doesn't get much clearer than that. Democrats standing there saying, listen, we can help average working class Americans, poor Americans, elderly Americans if we just strip out tax breaks for people making more than $5 million a year. Republicans, fuck that. All right, fine. We can help out these same people if we strip out tax breaks for people making more than $10 million a year. Republicans, fuck that. Okay, fine. We can strip out if for people making more than whatever it was it 100 or 500 million? Republicans, fuck that. Okay, fine. How about we just strip away the tax breaks for people making $1 billion or more? We can help old people and poor people and working class people. Republicans, what do you got to say to that? Strip away the tax breaks for $1 billion or more a year. Fuck that. And then you fucking jamokes. And I don't mean this to say anything negative about people living in poor areas, people living in rundown houses, people living in mobile homes. I lived in a rundown house. I have family living in mobile homes. Some of the hardest working Americans you are ever going to meet are living in mobile homes. Not all of them are fucking dumbasses, though. So this is what I'm talking about when I say this. These people take to TikTok and YouTube and Instagram and Facebook and Twitter and God knows what else, and they sit on the front porch of their rundown shack in their poor house or their mobile home in their poor neighborhood and talk about how the Republican Party is the party of the working class. They're there looking out for us. They care about us in the red states. No, they don't. They care about your vote. They care about your vote. They just showed you they don't give a shit about you. You guys talk about coastal elites, right? The elite class that live on the coasts. Who the fuck do you think is getting those tax breaks? You think it's people living in mobile homes? You think it's people living in simple rundown houses in poor communities? You think it's people like us living in a middle class community, working class community? Man, I live in a neighborhood with a shit ton of people, houses where there's some type of vehicular unit parked in the driveway overnight that's got some type of company name, either a plumber's van or a landscaper's truck or an electrician's van or you know what I mean? Working class, average neighborhood. Everybody mows their lawns. Sometimes you get around to pulling the weeds a little bit later than you like to. guilty as charged. Everybody kind of gets along with everybody, but it's all just a working regular. Nobody here is a fucking elite. Those tax breaks aren't going to any of us. We don't make $5 million a year or $100 million a year, $10 million a year, $1 billion a year. Those aren't our fucking tax breaks. Those are tax breaks for the people that pay them, the donors, the people that have boats that cost more money than we'll ever make in our lifetime. And here you guys are taking this very same platform, wherever you happen to be seeing this video, talking about Republicans are for the working class. They're watching out for us. They have our best interest at heart. What was all of that then? Well, Tom, they're going after waste, fraud, and abuse. Shut the fuck up with waste, fraud, and abuse, all right? Waste, fraud, and abuse is the new build the wall, lock her up, repeal and replace. It's just a fucking slogan. They're not going after waste, fraud, and abuse. They're cutting programs they don't like and telling you that they're wasteful. And unfortunately for a lot of you in poor areas in red states, you're not going to realize this until it's your welfare that's gone, until it's your SNAP benefits that aren't there for you, until it's your housing assistant or your Medicaid that's going to be gone. Then all of a sudden you guys are going to be like, whoa, wait a minute, what the fuck was that? I'll tell you what the fuck that was. You were the ones they were going after the whole fucking time. And you voted for it. You're poor and need assistance? They don't give a fuck how you vote. You're poor and need assistance. That means you are costing the federal government money that they don't want to spend, and when they don't spend it on you, they just give it to their buddies in the form of a tax break. We'll just take in less tax revenue because we don't have to pay those bills anymore. That's right, they don't have to help you anymore, so some guy that owns 3 yachts gets to save a little bit more money on his fuel, or on his taxes for his fuel for his boat. I don't understand how you people don't see this. They just showed it to you, and you still won't see it.